notice I've slept in my school uniform again. I don't feel like changing them, but I know I have to. I don't want anyone to ask questions. I feel like all I'm doing is staring at nothing. I feel lifeless. I feel like the depiction of depression here is very realistic though. I have experienced these feelings myself during my lowest days, and I know my friends have too. So yeah, it is a good representation of depression. I do still feel like the eating your emotions and stuff also is can be a sign of mental health, struggling mentally right now. So I do feel like it wasn't really they could have made it differently, but you know what, if their interpretation lied more with the why you eat, then yeah. And I also do still feel like at the beginning they should have made her have better days, and maybe it goes worse as Monica starts tinkering more and more. I sit on the floor. Nothing feels right. I don't even feel at home. I quickly glance at the clock. It's late. Will Ben think of me as a lazy girl again? I've got no time to think about that. I need to breathe. I exit my house. The air is fresh. I feel a bit better after going outside. I don't think I can go to school right now. I need a break. But I can't stay here any longer. I should go out and take a stroll. It's not like anybody will need me today anyway. Where should I go, I wonder? It's safe. You can save here. And I'm going to do the park. That's my normal thing. Because I do like parks. I just want to see the river for a bit. It's been years since Ben and I went there together. We spent our days making all sorts of contraptions with sticks and rocks. This thought brings a slight smile to my face. I miss you, Ben. As I walk towards the nearest park, I feel like everyone is staring at me. Do I look that bad? I've never been very cute, but why does everyone have to remind me? I keep my head down as I walk. If this is made by someone for the mod, then this is a very nice background. This exact spot. I remember all those hours I had spent here. This is a bit different tune with the piano. This exact spot. I remember all those hours I had spent here. Ben would always grab my hand and guide us towards the river. I fell in there once. I thought I was going to die, but Ben jumped in and saved me. These memories are so heartwarming, yet so painful. Why did he change? Is it my fault? He probably started holding himself up more and more because of hormones, probably just. And Sayori's depression started kicking in more and more, so they started seeing each other less and less, and due to that they fell out a little bit. Maybe I'm the one who's changed. I approached the fence. It was so hard to jump over it when we were kids. It'd be so easy to do it now. It'd be so easy to fall in. What am I thinking? No, that's not me. I can't say such things. I wouldn't be able to leave Ben behind. Even if he hates me, I can't leave him. I would never do such a thing. I shake my head. I can't stay here. I'm shaken up by my own thoughts. Am I insane? I think I just need to go to school. I should be able to make it to the literature club on time. Maybe able to relax a little bit there. I also like that scene. And this background. Once again, if it's made for the mod. I've seen the other background before somewhere else, I think. But this one I think I've never seen before. Well, outside when I played the mod, I guess, but it's a nice idea. Oh, I thought I could hide the. It's a nice idea for like how the school would look like. Like the well, little benches, a little nice courtyard. There's the third floor with the literature club. I thought the windows here look. Well, maybe it's a hallway or something. There were windows in the hallway. Ben must be in class right now. I wonder if he thought about me at all. What am I? An attention seeker? I hope he didn't worry. I don't want to annoy him more than I usually do. There are so many students. They're all happily talking and laughing amongst themselves. What's wrong with me? I'm not jealous. It's just that with them. I should go and talk to them. But they'd most likely reject me. If only I could be as cute as Natsuki, or as beautiful as Monica. It's probably still Yuri that she would be thinking about. I think my idea that she's easy to, that she likes approaching others also comes from the side story. So you know what, I don't think I should be stating that in a mod that existed long before the side stories. Maybe people would treat me differently. I let out a long sigh. I really should go to the literature club. Maybe reading a book will calm me down. I know deep down all I want is to see Ben. I really hope he'll come. Oh, I still want to see the other situations. So before we go into like the unique parts, unique to the cool parts of with the MC, I guess. Let's go to the mall. Maybe I could go to the mall and check what they have in store. When we were kids, Ben and I used to try on every single pair of sunglasses we could find in the shops. I chuckle. As I make my way through the small streets, I feel watched. Am I paranoid? Everyone is always staring at me. Am I some kind of funny monster? I probably am. I'm lying to the entire world after all. I finally arrived to the mall. It's as big as I remember it. There's so many shops. There's one I'd like to go in particular though. After a bit of searching, I finally spot the old accessories shop. I used to go there every weekend with Ben. The owner was a funny old man that kept telling us jokes. We'd spend our days laughing together. Ben even bought me my ribbon here. That's a nice idea that Ben bought it then. Or DMC. I was so happy back then. Always laughing and smiling. Will it ever be the way it was before? Things change. I changed. I'm trying my best. But trying my best isn't enough. I turn around and look at some other shops. We were absolutely forbidden to look at the knife shop back then. They do have quite a variety of knives though. When I hear knives, I just think of my friend who collects knives. Like Yuri. They're so sharp. I wonder if... Wait, what? What did I just think about? No! This can't be! I'd never think about something like that! I'd never try to harm myself! What if Ben feels responsible? It'll be my fault again. I put my hands over my eyes. No. I'm just insane. I should just go to school before I think about more things. Will I be in time to go to the literature club? I need to relax for a bit. I do like these little scenes. I feel like that's pretty accurate to what Sayori could feel. Although I don't know if she'd have the energy to go anywhere. But with the thought of that she went there with Ben, possibly. Maybe it was a park and not another forest. I remember that I thought there were like a lot of like trees in some pictures. Let's go to the cafe. Maybe we could go and get a drink. I haven't been eating much lately. I'm starting to feel dizzy. I wonder if the cafe used to go with Ben is still open. I came and got all the fruit juices we drank while looking at the passing cars. The thought brings a slight smile to my face. It was only a few years ago, but I feel like it's been decades. Everything is so different now. I can spot the cafe at the end of the main street. It looks different. Did they change their style? Ooh, this is also very nice. The entire place looks so different. Yet I can still remember all the moments we shared here. Whenever we came here, we were often drenched after playing in the river. Tired after playing all day, we'd come here for orange juice. Every single time I'd beg Ben to buy me a drink, and he always did. I really wonder what changed in my behavior for him to dislike me this much. He still comes over to clean and cook. I can only assume it's my fault. I ordered an orange juice. Why do I feel so teary-eyed while drinking this? These bring back happy memories. They won't happen again. I really wonder why I haven't. What am I thinking? I'm in such a warm, happy place. I'm thinking about leaving. No sane person would think about leaving everyone behind that way. I'd never leave Ben. I'd never leave the literature club. Why did I think about that? That's not me. God, that's not me. I I can't drink anymore. I leave my orange juice on the table. I should head to school. This is driving me insane. Is it because of the happy memories? I guess they're too painful. Exit the cafe. This is too much. I'm already getting teary-eyed. It's doing its job. As I approach the classroom, I see Natsuki coming towards me. Looks like we arrived at the same time. I immediately show her my best smile. She smiles back. Oh, Sayori, hello! Oh, I have literature music. Literature club music. Hello! Are you a bit late today? Of course not. I was just walking around the school a bit. Natsuki gives me a weird stare. Does she suspect something? Alright. Been sure to arrive soon enough. Why don't we just go in and wait for him? Seems like you hate him that much now, do you? What are you saying? No, I just want to start a club activities. Stop imagining things. Natsuki goes in the club room without waiting for me. I let my personal interests get in my way again. I'm such an idiot. Why won't Natsuki admit she likes Ben? I don't want to talk. I should just forget about this. I can already feel the warmth of the literature club. One looks at me and smiles. They wave at me. I wave back at them. I'm pretty sure they're not even happy to see me. I go and sit at the table. Just as I do so, Ben enters the room. I go ready to say hello, but Monica jumps in before I get the chance to. How I envy her motivation. She's probably just using the opportunity she has to jump in. Hi again, Ben. Glad to see you run away on us. Oh god, that was a weird laugh. Ben is smiling already. He doesn't even say hello. He's too focused on Monica. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. He looks around the room. He seems a bit lost. Right, I'm gonna say hi. I usually like to when something cuts up too right if I follow up, but it was a bit slow. I'm going to say hi. Thanks for oh god, no, I'm messing up. Thanks for keeping a promise, Ben. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making the focus in literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack! Sarah told me they didn't want to join any clubs this year! And last year, too! Ben gives me a cold glare. It's my fault that Natsuki's so angry right now. Once again, I don't know why... Maybe it's just against Sayori's perception. I just said Ben wasn't interested before he joined. Yeah, it could be that he'd be upset about it, but I don't know if it's gonna be cold or just embarrassed. I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Why is she being so harsh? Ben doesn't seem to react, though. I don't know if he's listening. Natsuki, you still have a big mouth for something keeps her manga collection in the club room. She's a soft spot. Monica knows her to strike. Does she know about me? No way. There's no way she can know. Natsuki clenches her fist. Why did Monica have to aggravate her further? Isn't our goal to have a peaceful club? To be frank, in this case, Monica probably just wanted to be silly. She does tend to make the similar jokes in Act 3 too. Including towards herself. Manga's literature! Manga's literature! She gets up and trying to explain herself and goes back to her chair. I need to defend Ben's image. I can't let the club see him as a lazy guy. Don't worry, guys. Ben always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He also moves busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. If I think about it, he hasn't come to my house in weeks. I haven't really eaten well since then. Am I really... How dependable. Exactly. I am the dependent one. Ben looks like he's searching for an excuse. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? froze out a giggle. That hurt. He probably didn't mean to, but yeah. I'm pretty sure if you're already going through a lot, this is unnecessary. Damn, I'm just a clumsy, lazy girl. Is that it? Where are all the qualities he claimed to see in me years ago? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Ben can become good friends too? Why did I say that? I know it's a lie. I'm sure Ben doesn't consider me as his friend. Sayori, did I do something wrong again? Sayori tends to make very impulsive decisions, so it makes sense for her not to realize. I do think this is accurate, that she probably didn't really think about it right now. I'm always failing everyone like that. I just want to make him get along with all the members of the club. I just keep acting like everything I do is wrong. I mean, in this case, it probably was a bit embarrassing too, especially Yuri. Maybe it's because everything I do is indeed wrong. I'll try making the situation less awkward. I can't let the club atmosphere go to waste. Oh! Here I brought you something today, you know? Wait! Sayori! Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy! It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind! Sorry, made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. It's even more awkward than before. Why can't I do anything right? I'll just shut up. I didn't want to look back at Ben's face anymore. I summoned to my seat and stared at the table. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. Sitting right gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Those words hurt me more than they should have. I'm trying hard to make him happy too. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri gets a book out of her bag. Oh, no. Yuri gets a book out of her bag. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it, if you want it. She's amazing! How can she be so shy and so confident? She knew that what Ben would like, and she even took the time to pick out a book for him. If only I could get some ideas on how to make Ben happy, but no matter what I do, he's never impressed. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this! He smiles at her and takes the book. Is it right for me to feel left out? Is it wrong for me to feel left out? Phew. Sorry, I moved a lot right now. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Ben sits down at the table and looks at the book Yuri just gave him. He puts the book down and looks around. Is he expecting something? Oh, remember! We have to write poems for today. Am I right? I see Monica coming towards me. It's like she wants to talk. Is it about the poems? I smile at her anyway. Sayori, I was thinking we could talk about the cultural festival. Oh, the cultural... Oh god, that was a weird mixture. Oh, the cultural festival. Are we doing it this year? Of course we are. We're probably gonna seem late on the other clubs though. Ben gets up and walks towards Natsuki. They start talking. He looks so happy. No, now's not the time. I've got to listen to Monica. I like that they noticed that this talk between Sayori and Monica probably happens even if DMC isn't approaching her, because Monica and Sayori need to prepare for the festival, and Monica in this point of the game is still very passionate about the club, so she definitely would want the festival to be good. Well, we can't give up. The fest is our chance to show them what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. I feel a bit better when I'm talking with Monica. She makes me believe I'm a bit useful. I'm trying so hard as I can to find some good ideas to make people interested. I should be able to show them what I can do. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? You should come up with the most fun thing ever.
and the ball come to first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get more great people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing that's to speak to their creative minds. What am I saying? This sounds too well thought out for someone like me. I glanced at Natsuki and Ben again. They're both laughing. My heart sings. I'm just hurting myself by looking at them.
That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind? I don't care about food. I'm just making myself look like a fool.
I knew it was going to bother me a little bit, simply because I'm so stuck on like this theory that she's eats her emotions away. I'm so stuck on it that it sometimes bothers me when people are like, I'm sure she doesn't eat a lot. So this mod probably is hitting a lot of soft spot for no apparent reason. Although she probably although it would make sense for her to say just what kind, as in, oh, what are we gonna do for the festival, even if she wouldn't be interested in food. So I don't know if that would be generally that much of an important problem for her to think about.
Well, I guess we could cupcakes! This will give Natsuki something to do. I know she loves baking.
That's good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
There we go. Ah, you're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes! That works out perfectly!
That was me who suggested it.
I don't know, I'm acting all cute and clumsy all the time.
Well, to cheer people up. To make people, like, laugh, because, and to make, like, other people more confident. I'm pretty sure she knows what she's doing in these situations when she acts more silly than she actually is.
I perfectly knew why I was saying that. I feel disgusted in myself. I'm just a fake. But maybe it's better in a way. If people saw the real me, they'd leave me.
Even outside of the side stories, Sayori, when talking about the depression, seemed really just worried about being a burden to everyone. Well, depressed people can have like mixed feelings of like, I don't want to be a burden, but simultaneously, oh my god, whatever. But at the same time, they don't want to be left alone, like be left, people to leave them, even if they feel like a burden. So you know what? It makes sense. It makes sense.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is, then.
I'm hungry. Lies all the time.
And here, for example, you could also interpret because it takes up more energy for her to do specific things. It would make sense for her to, after this conversation, to already be like, maybe I should eat a bit right now to regain the energy that I lost through to quote-unquote basic tasks, or like simple task quote. Anyway, we still have to go to the details of the event itself. Will I be taking care of that when everyone will be ready to listen?
She looks at Ben.
These two sure get along well, don't they?
Stop this. It hurts. They do. I'm so happy Ben got to meet new people. I want to slap myself.
You know, I'm glad you brought him here. He looks like a pretty interesting guy. You're so lucky. He's so close to you.
Is that really how she sees it? Is she blind?
No, she's looking at it from a different angle. And DMC is... Monika does manipulate Sayori first because she is the closest to him, so...
You think?
He obviously really likes you. But you know, seems like he's also getting really interested in Natsuki.
She smiles. Two of them are now peacefully sitting on the floor, reading a manga.
I do think, like, as far as I remember, Monika will get more sadistic throughout the story, but I feel like this is perfect with her being the whole time, with also her, like, being the whole time, like, look at how happy he is with the others! Aw, you're sad today and that made him sad. Isn't that bad? Don't you feel guilty? Like, I do feel like this is more into what Monika's, manipulation would go realistically.
I wanna cry. She gave me hope for a moment. And she burned my happy thoughts the moment after.
It does make sense for her to, like, hype her up and then put her down again. Because Sayori is important for the festival and she still wants the clubs to succeed. And she, at this point, she still cares. Which is also noticeable in Act 3 when she talks about Sayori. She's still... Until Sayori died, she did in fact have a care for Sayori, but she just tried to push that away, very far away. So it does make effort to lift her up and simultaneously... Why do I keep using that word if I don't know how to say it? And at the same time tried to put her down because she doesn't want anything bad to happen and she needs Sayori to help her with the festival, she knows that. But at the same time she wants to stay away from the MC, so she needs to kind of balance it out.
Well, I'm just going to go and rest for a bit.
Alright, don't fall asleep, okay?
Of course I won't. I can't risk having a bad dream again. Not in the club. I sit down. I close my eyes. I'm not planning to sleep, but I just want to rest. It feels so warm here. I feel like I could just forget all my problems.
I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe in the club room.
Am I eavesdropping? This isn't good, but I can't help it. I want to hear. What did they talk about me?
I do feel like this makes sense. Like, Monica and Sayori also stopped their conversation, and then Sayori still had time to approach the MC. So it makes sense that she is still part of the end of their conversation of, like, the other girls, and is able to, and lost in thought will end up listening in on them. So Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off at the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Wasn't like that solved any of my problems? Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
I want to enjoy myself too. It's just 10 minutes with Ben.
So? Jeez, that's enough! Yeah. Are you gonna keep reading a word was missing there? I almost said it without being there.
There's a moment of silence, and then I hear Natsuki laugh.
I totally forgot that happens! Minori's my favorite character. He was so bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... Oh god, that scared me.
Wait. When does it get especially bad? What is this gloomy feeling? Why can't I hear Natsuki anymore? I can only hear my own heartbeat. What's wrong? Did I fall asleep? No, I don't think so. What is...
Ooh, I like the slowed version. Fits the feeling.
I jerked my head up. Thank God no one saw me. What was that just now? I feel awful. The calming thing I had a few minutes ago is gone. Did I end up missing out on the rest of Natsuki and Ben conversation? Am I a bad person? This is my business. I am a bad person. This isn't even my business. I could glance at them anyway. Natsuki and Ben a manga. I think it's parfait, girls. I'd often read that one when I was a kid.
Interesting idea.
I'd imagine a new world, and it'd make me escape reality. Maybe I should read it again sometime. Ben goes back to the table. He looks at me and faintly smiles. My heart aches. Not in a bad way, but it hurts. I'm gonna do my best to try and talk to him. I can do this. I quietly mutter. Ben? He didn't hear me. But Monica's getting ready to speak anyway. She's so much faster than me.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah.
Ben sighs. It looks like he's not ready. That makes two of us, then. I'm really looking forward to seeing his poem, though. I have a feeling that it'll cheer me up.
I feel like she would be excited for everyone's poem. She really cares about the others, all of them. So I feel like she would be very excited for everyone's poem. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
Oh, she has to choose one of us. I don't want to be his first choice. I can't wait! I act all happy as I take out the poem I wrote yesterday. I don't want to think about it. I bet all the other girls have great poems. Natsuki and Yuri don't look too sure, but I know it'll be good. I clench my fist. I don't want him to see this junk. It's so embarrassing. He'll hate it. I look at Ben's hands. He's holding a beautiful sheet of paper. His handwriting is so good. I can't wait to read it. I expect to look at him, but he just ignores me and walks towards Natsuki. I'd be lying if I said I'm not hurt. He hands her his poem. She quickly reads it and looks at him. Looks like she enjoyed it. Ben patiently waits for an answer. Doesn't he see that she liked it?
Okay, well let's start with things I don't like. First of all... She reads the poem again. I know her very well. I know she loves it. No,
never mind.
I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Huh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wish I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. How do I feel comfortable enough to share yours? Like Monica said.
Did I really think about her in writing his poem? I just screamed that I thought about him too. But would he even listen?
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem to make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you want to ruin it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it?
Is it that hard to say, Natsuki? Is it that hard to admit that you liked it? Do you think it's fun, reading Ben?
Oh my god, that was aggressive. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. Oh god, I'm screaming again. I already told you that. You don't go announcing into the world like you're also important.
Is this anger I'm feeling right now? Does Natsuki realize how lucky she is to get his attention? She keeps saying things like that.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. In any case, you still show me yours, right?
Fine, guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. She hands him her poem. It looks so cute. As expected from her. I look at mine and feel the urge to tear it apart. He reads it and smiles. I love seeing him smile, but it's not because of me.
Shouldn't they all be sharing poems right now? Like, the point of the event is that they're all sharing poems, and at the end, Natsuki and Yuri get together and they take long because of the argument, because they don't want to admit each other that they don't like it, and that only because of the style too. So I feel like it would make sense for Sayori to be sharing with like the other girls in the club while the MC is gone. It would make sense to have like something like with Monica, where she keeps glancing at the others. Could make sense that, but I feel like they should all be sharing right now. Yeah.
I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What?
Just be honest!
Ben won't lie to her. He appreciates her too much. It's only been 2 days, and they're already closer than we've ever been.
She's probably taking it that way.
How unfair.
I am. Why is you convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone else thinks that writing is to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. That's the problem everywhere. Everybody wonders why people are suffering inside. But if you don't let them express themselves, how can anyone ever be happy?
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing still would make your message and as valid.
I chuckle. I always had the same way of thinking. Yes, exactly! I like how it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem.
Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Why does that make me want to cry? Is it because I relate to her poem? That's probably it. Everybody here is so amazing. Yet I'm so useless.
Yeah, I understand. But the nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So elaborate. Will I be able to say something like that about my poem?
Given the fact that all of her poems have the same rhythm, she probably would be able. Because there's obviously, especially in the Bottles poem, but also in this one, a very deliberate setup. In the Dear Sunshine poem, there's like a very a setup for the last 2 lines. So she obviously is able to if he would ask her if there was any question for it and she wanted to talk about it, she could talk about it, because she obviously put a lot of thought into the structuring of the Dear Sunshine poem. And since there was a lot of effort put into the structure, just how it was with Natsuki, she would be able to explain it, although the question really is if she feels like it would be appropriate to express it, and she probably would feel like people don't care. So you did, I guess, more into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro! I'm glad you learned something! Didn't think I found the youngest one here, did you? What?
She winks at him. He laughs a little bit.
When did that happen? When did that happen?
He ponders for a moment. Please come see me, please. Before I even finish my thought, he goes to you for Yuri. I want to bite my hand. Why does he make me feel so worthless?
How about chilling with the others in the meantime?
Ben happily hands Yuri his poem. She reads it eagerly. She's intensely staring at it. It looks like she's not really impressed. I can tell by her expression. I feel sad for Ben. She'll teach him a lot about poems, though.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself.
Don't force yourself. I'd love him to tell me that.
The problem is he doesn't know. And he has obvious reasons for not knowing.
I can't complain, though. I'm the one who's hiding my true feelings, yeah.
I can't blame either in the situation. That's what I can't blame the MC for not knowing, but it's obvious why Sayuri was hiding it. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time. Oh god. I just drank and now my voice is fucked up. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Here it comes!
Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad.
I can hear the disappointment in his voice. You then realize that she may have sounded a bit too harsh.
No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
She buries her face in her hands. Ben looks a little hurt, but I think he's more concerned about Yuri than he is about this poem. Yuri generally isn't that shy, though. Is she? No, I don't want to think about that.
It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's nice that it's noted that she probably wasn't that shy beforehand, before the MC came. She's shy, but probably not that shy. It's just that their specific writing habits are usually typical of new writers. And I've been through that myself. I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing to recognize in new writers is that they try to make the style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fumble the two together. And the end results had both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
See, she's so much more confident now. It's impressive to see how she gets lost in her thoughts so easily when she's talking about something she loves. I wonder if I'd be able to do that.
Of course, it's not oh god. Of course, it's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though.
Doesn't sound like her. She'd never pick a Natsuki like that.
She does tend to sometimes, when she's confident, sometimes she does end up coming off a bit ignorant. And I feel like that could have been before the MC came.
Is she trying to impress him?
I don't think she is. Biased? How? Like, she is in some ways. But I don't think, simply writing poems and getting lost in her thoughts there is her trying to impress him. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine.
I think Ben realizes she's talking to herself more than him. I glance at Monica. She's peacefully waiting next to him. Does she want to show him Does she want him to show her his poem before me? No, I'm just paranoid. Monica wouldn't want to do that.
She probably just wants to be able to show her poem to him. I don't think in those moments she was thinking about, oh god, I must go before Sayori. Although I don't think she maybe was in the poem parts that desperate, because people pick the girls not necessarily in the order that they like them. I've seen various ways of why people would pick others. I know some people picked the characters they like the least first.
She knows I'm close to him. She wouldn't do it on purpose.
She probably isn't doing it on purpose. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it.
She looks so happy to share her poem. I'm pretty sure that she knows Ben's going to like it.
I still feel like they should be sharing poems with each other. It would also take away from like always reading the same parts. Like she could like read their expressions while talking to the other people, and then she'd feel guilty for not acknowledging that the other people are trying, like the other club members were trying to have a speak with her, and that she was so lost in thought, and she'd feel guilty for that. He takes the poem and studies it very carefully. I can see.
He takes the poem and studies it very carefully. I can see him struggling to read.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often.
I actually think your handwriting is pretty. I compliment her no matter what. I'm not jealous or anything. If he's happy, I'm happy. I clenched my fist once again. I'm just lying to myself. This isn't even the right place to think about that.
That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, then. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
No, Yuri's the one that's embarrassed. Why does everything feel so awkward and slow?
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Yuri didn't seem embarrassed, really. At least not in the original. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work.
Should try expressing myself like that. Not in a sad way, though. But I'm talentless. I can't write, I can't draw, I can't do anything.
I mean, she did do that in her poem.
Looking at you, she really is the perfect high school student. She's so talented.
They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in the last remaining place of comfort, and able to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
Soon to be left with nothing. These words resonate in my head. It hurts. I can't breathe. Help me. Help me. Help me, please! I'm shaking. Hear his words. They scared me. What's happening to me? Where's the good mood I had when I first came to the club room?
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you.
Ben gives you a big smile and turns around. His gaze immediately going towards Monica. She waves at him. He waves back and walks towards her. He didn't even glance over at me. I feel like I'm invisible. It hurts. For a second, I stared at Monica looking at me.
Monica probably isn't thinking about Sayori all the time. She probably hasn't even tampered with her file yet. Because she's probably still thinking, how could I make myself my own road?
It was probably just my imagination.
It was probably you being paranoid. Hi, Ben. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you knew and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, keep that in mind.
Ben doesn't seem to be very convinced. I find myself staring at him. I should stop doing that. I'm just being creepy.
Anyway, want to share the poem you wrote with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Ben. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know?
Indeed. I know I will soon have to show him my poem. Will he hate it? Will he have the nerve to tell me it's bad?
But it's that sort of Barry that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true.
Without hesitation, he hands Monica his poem. She looks delighted to read it.
I like it, Ben.
Really? The more I see the girls enjoying Ben's poem, the more I want to read it.
It's like cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write.
I see Natsuki faintly smile at the back of the room. Why don't I feel happy for her? I'm such a bad friend.
And she's a good writer too. So take it as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
Shel Silverstein? I didn't know Monica was interested in his poems. I'd sure love to join the conversation. I've read so many of his works.
Maybe we should be sharing poems with the other two girls right now, because Natsuki and you will take a long time sharing theirs with each other.
I can't bring myself to go towards them though.
Huh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
Views of the world. I wonder if people see the world as I see it. Is my interpretation wrong? Or is it theirs?
I don't think any interpretation is wrong.
No, I'm in the wrong here. All the things that happened to me are real.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably find much fun in her poems. They're made basically to write, but it's super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see it would be your kind of poem to explore.
Why does she keep saying Natsuki and Ben go well together?
Because she's a supportive character. I promise you she doesn't like it either.
Why can't it be me?
Because he didn't write the poem. Because, she does say those things when he writes a poem for Sayori, but, I would kind of be interested to see, the different routes. Like, also see how she would feel during the Sayori route, because I feel like it would give even a better perspective on how depressed people feel like a burden to those that clearly, do in fact have an interest in them.
After all that pain, don't I deserve it? No, I don't deserve it at all. I'm such a burden to everyone. It's only right for him to go for anyone besides me, especially Natsuki. She looks much happier now. I'm a bad person. I just want to silence my thoughts.
I'm sure I'm trying different things a lot. It can take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
Trying different things. People keep telling me this is how I build confidence. I'm disappointed with everything I tried doing. The poem I wrote yesterday. I just want to burn everything I make.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Who knows, might be a bit biased with their own kinds of styles. A second.
Monica's words warm my heart a little. I feel like that's what she's saying is indirectly applying to me in a way. Why does my mood keep... oh god, oscillating like this?
I hope I pronounced that correctly.
I'm just weird.
But I always hope you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not to worry about impressing them or anything.
Ben looks a bit uneasy. Did Monica guess his intentions? I'm pretty sure she did. About Natsuki. He wants to impress her, I'm sure of that.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
Is she lying to make him feel better? It's nice, but it's a bad move. I want to talk. Why do you keep picking on everyone? They're my friends. I love them. Just as much as... I exhale. My mind's so noisy.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
Does Monica really feel that way?
Yes.
I guess there's so much more to uncover underneath each and every one of us.
I see. Ah! Sorry. I got scared by a fly flying past my face. Well, let's read it then. He takes Monica's poem and reads it. There's a big smile on his face. Oh god. He takes Monica's poem and reads it. There's a big smile on his face. Isn't that great? Why won't anyone show me? You should be sharing poems with each other. That's probably what everyone was doing, and he, like the MC, just picks who he is currently sharing poems with. So, what do you think? I feel like he would look a bit more confused. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time in between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What if I tried performing it out loud? Would it sound better? My poem is as fake as I am, though. It isn't. What would be the point in performing with it? It isn't fake. She's expressing that she's glad that the MC joined. It's not fake. It has a lot of thought put into it about how to structure it to bring out the feeling of how glad she is he joined. Probably one of the reasons why she also is able to feel this way is because Monica hasn't tampered with her yet. So it makes sense that her thoughts are still on the line of, I'm so glad he's here right now. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. Been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe everyone is better friends with each other. Would she really be willing to open up to him? What if I did? I already know that would happen. He'd start hating me. Should be thankful for being alive. Other people have it worse. Just thinking about it makes me want to cry. Of course he'd say something like that. Anyway, here's Monica's blank of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific word. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down to paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. But not. I don't think really understood what she meant. Monica's words are so beautiful. He isn't completely stupid. He probably did have an idea of what she meant. She's naturally elegant. Why would someone like her become my friend in the first place? I see Ben walking towards me. I'm certain he's not interested in talking to me at all. He's just frowning. I smile at him anyway. Once again, I feel like they're making the MC out worse than he actually was treating her. He hands me the poem without even looking at me. We haven't even spoken to one another all day today. Does he just hate my presence? I read it. I'm kind of excited. Huh. I don't understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It doesn't make any sense for there to be no Natsuki words. None of these are Natsuki words. These are Sayori words. All of them are Sayori words. I don't understand that. I feel like they could have just made it, like, similar, like 11 Natsuki words and then 9 Yuri words. 9 Sayori words. Because it has, it must have a reason for the poem to, go to Natsuki. I don't understand why they would make it, Sayori. it makes no sense given the story it's currently taking. Because the story currently is that Sayori didn't get chosen. And Monica can't impact that right now, and I don't really see why she would be happier with her going Sayori route. Natsuki route. There is no reason why this wouldn't be Natsuki words.
What? Is this it? I feel some kind of power emanating from it.
It would have been pretty difficult to make it like into a poem, but I feel like they could have picked Natsuki words. Why Sayori words? It makes no sense in the context of the story, because he spent time with Natsuki today. That meant he had more points for Natsuki, and there were no Natsuki words, so it makes no sense when they have gone Natsuki. Monica can't impact that. Yuri forces him down her route in Act 2, but that's because the script is broken. Right now nothing is broken, and Monica still could never really make sure that he doesn't spend too much time with Natsuki, with Yuri in Act 2. So it makes no sense for that. I don't understand. Huh? Why was this a Sayori words? It makes no sense for it to be Sayori words. I don't remember it being that way.
It just makes me want to say good things about it, strangely. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, now we're at the Sayori goodness Sayori route, what she says in the Sayori. When you write a good enough poem for Sayori, you can be on the Natsuki route and still have this reaction from Sayori, but that's not because you picked most words for her, it's because you got about equal points for both of them. Makes no sense for there to only be Sayori words. Those were only Sayori words.
This is so good, Ben!
Huh?
I love it! I know you're such a good writer! These words are escaping from my mouth just like that. I feel like I'm a different person.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing.
It looks like you really didn't put that much thought into it after all.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said at all.
But it's Ben's poem. Is that why I just want to say I love it anyway? Well, maybe that's why! Because I have no idea what I like either! I meant that. I really meant it.
Jeez.
Ben doesn't even laugh with me. He shakes his head and lifts an eyebrow.
Are you sure you don't just like it because I wrote it?
Does she? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? I didn't mean to say that. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Ben poem! And that makes it feel extra special. I can feel feelings in it. That was heartfelt, but I don't know why you said it out loud. Will it reach him?
You're so weird, Sayori.
I feel like I've been stabbed. It hurts so much. Even when I say the truth, he doesn't even care.
When you tease him, he has to take it as well, so he probably think it's the other way around too.
I pathetically giggle. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Real part of the club now. He knows my size. Doesn't he realize I can see him? He's not even trying to hide his boredom.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? You can feel my own voice shake as I speak. I'm the selfish one. Trying out things like this for the people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks,
Sayori. Of course I know he only joined for my friends. Does he think I don't know about his motives?
He joined because you all guilt-tripped him.
He hates me so much. But why do I enjoy his company that much? Yeah. I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. He's smiling. Well, I feel like such a big accomplishment.
Alright, I'm going to do that then.
Yay! He waits a bit and expectantly looks at me. Oh no, I forgot to show him what I wrote. Will the smile disappear? No, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. hands shake as I give him my poem.
We'll see about that.
Then reads it. He has a funny expression on his face. Thank God he's still smiling.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! I can't just have I've been out all morning. What would he say? Am I going to have to lie again? Just a little bit.
I feel like it makes sense. The interpretation makes sense on both levels. First, I've written it the past night and just not want to admit it. Whatever reason she may have for it, maybe to make him in fact feel better. Because I don't think she went out. I don't think she went out and went to another spot, probably. If she was already at a state of depression that they're trying to present it as, then she probably was just lying around and being sad and numb and all of bad emotions. But I also feel like it makes sense to have written it in the morning. Like, she felt so energeticless the past day that she probably maybe just couldn't do anything anymore afterwards, and so she wrote it in the morning. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
His smile is gone. I feel awful. Why did I lie? I'm so stupid. I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least it makes me feel a bit better about myself.
Don't be mean! I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
So you don't suspect a thing. I'm relieved. He still sees me as a generic, pseudo-cute girl.
She should be relieved that he didn't notice that it's about him, because this poem isn't just a part of her facade. It's a poem, a heartfelt poem about how happy she is that he joined and how she feels more motivated now to get up in the morning because she knows he is waiting for her in the club. Well, he's there in the club at least.
Really? He looks amused. Is he making fun of me?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast! Lies, lies, lies. Always.
I do think, I hear too. Now with the poem, it would have made sense for her to have written that after she put so much effort into writing it. And for afterward to have felt hungry. To eat what she just, all of the problems she just released on herself, because she did put a lot of effort into even this last line with the "if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever." There was a lot of emotional weight in that poem, and I wouldn't be surprised if she did eat in the morning. She isn't amplified yet, really, or I don't think she would be amplified that day already.
My life is a lie.
Even though you were late to school.
How am I to explain the fact that I'm late every day? After all, I just have to keep using the same image. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Why did I say that? I swear I just heard her giggling behind me.
Monica is not really that good at making people say things. If she is making people say things, like genuinely making them say it, and it's not just because of the amplifications, then it is represented through the black text. Although I'm even skeptical there. It would make more sense that she's trying to hype up her friends. Yeah. But
the next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess look forward to it.
That sounded so fake. He asks me of a poem and goes back to the type without looking at me. I'm just boring. My conversations don't have any importance. I can't make myself desirable, even with a fake attitude. I put the poem back in my bag. I wonder why Ben was the only one sharing his poems with everyone else.
Because the mod writer decided to not follow the way that the story usually goes, with, by the looks of it, everyone sharing poems with everyone, because she does bring it up because they all act like they've shared poems with each other. If anything, Monica would be only one noticing that they aren't sharing with each other, because it wouldn't be Because it would just be part of the script and everything outside of the MC wouldn't really be happening, if anything. So out of Sayori's point of view, they should have all been sharing poems with each other. Because they all act like they did.
Yuri and Natsuki start talking to one another, and they decide to show each other what they wrote. How about I won't have to show mine? They look so disappointed in each other. I know it's coming, and I can guess the reason why. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing! She puts the poem on the desk. She looks so smug.
She didn't look smug in the original.
No, I'm just being mean. What's wrong with me?
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute.
She perfectly knows Natsuki doesn't want the poem to be described as cute. Why did she do that?
Yeah, it wasn't a good idea, Yuri.
Ben is looking at them with a mix of confusion and amusement on his face.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbols of the poem or something? Why did she look angry already? She didn't look angry in the original. She was still sad in the original. She looked like kind of like, what do you mean? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? How about the feeling of giving up? How can that be cute?
Natsuki is angry now.
She wasn't angry in the original already. She just seemed upset.
And Yuri is acting all innocent. Ever since Ben joined, there's been some sort of tension between those two. Do they both want to impress him?
In this context, probably not. The argument starts because neither can admit that their weight choice was poor.
The worst part is that they seem to succeed. Why can't I ever get his attention? I don't want to get angry with my friends to do so.
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
That backfired. I know that all too well.
You might have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Thanks. But it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have found someone who actually liked it. Most people did, by the way. Sayori liked it.
Liar. She didn't even show it to me. She was so focused on Ben.
Well, maybe the mod creator should have just made it that way, because in Act 2, she brings up that she showed it to Monica. It would make sense for all of them to have shared the poems with each other. It would be a depressing story even without Sayori being excluded for no apparent reason.
Lying for your own interest is fine, but lying to impress someone else? That's slow.
Well, she didn't. And Ben did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Like, why is it in the mod that they didn't show poems with each other? It makes total sense for them all to be showing poems with each other. Or for them to at least think that they were sharing poems with each other. I don't know why it wouldn't be the case. Like, what's the point in not making it the case in this mod? Especially since it would give more opportunities to show Sayori interacting with the others. I feel like that would be a good opportunity to do that, and I feel like that would improve a bit the experience, because I was a bit, it was a bit boring to just read what the other, like, right now, it's a bit, boring sounds kind of mean, but it's the best way to describe it, to just, I would rather have it to be a bit specific parts which we've already heard, like directly heard, to be a bit quicker. When she's like lost in thought, the conversation already continues, so we're a bit forward already. I feel like there could have been ways, because simply listening to the others talk while Sayori listens and doesn't really have any sort of valuable interactions, even though it makes sense in the world of the universe for them to be sharing poems with each other, doesn't really give the game any like particular benefits, the mod. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but it's been a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet.
That was passively aggressive. It was like Natsuki got hurt by... But no, it looks like Natsuki got hurt by it. These two acting strange. In the end, it's my fault. I shouldn't have brought Ben.
And Ben liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Ben looks confused. I think we're in a similar situation for once. Feeling so hopeless. Natsuki stands up and clenches her fists. I don't want this to happen. I didn't ask for this. Why can't we all get along together? I bury my face in my hands.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's terrifying. That's not what you just... It makes sense for it to feel like this to Sayori, though, because it's not funny to her. It must be very horrible for her.
Yuri stands up. She looks really fed up. I think Ben is starting to worry too. I just want to leave. I don't feel peaceful anymore.
Maybe just jealous that Ben appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Ha! And how do you know he appreciated my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No, please stop! I can't do anything because... I can't do anything to change the situation. I'm so worthless. This is my fault.
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately give my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
She's lying too. She's going out of her way. Out of her usual self just to impress Ben.
This right now is not for Ben, Sayori. It's not for Ben. They are just pissed at each other right now. It's nothing that the girls... nothing that they do all the time. It's just for Ben. They just like having beef, mostly because of the poem.
Just like Natsuki. Ugh! Natsuki like she's about to punch Yuri. I should try calming things down. Maybe I can do it. Is everyone okay? They didn't even look at me. I feel so ashamed. Even in that kind of situation, I can't bring myself to be useful.
Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs were size bigger as soon as Ben started showing up.
It's so hard to suppress my tears. Everything was going so well until now. Why'd I have to make everything go to waste?
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... That's the both of you!
I try using the attention Monica managed to get to stop them. I like fighting, guys! Once more, they ignore me. I'm so pathetic. Suddenly, Natsuki and you turn towards Ben. If they dare attack him, I suddenly chuckle. But then, I won't do anything. I'm too weak.
Ben, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it! If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place.
Does she think changing your own state of mind is that easy? Does she think you can get over yourself just like that? I wanna go home. I wanna sleep. Even bad dreams aren't as horrible as this.
What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. I'm explaining it to her, Ben. Wait, there's a reason with so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Ben?
I wanna scream. Why won't they just shut up? I'm tired. I'm tired of the behavior. Ben doesn't deserve to witness this. If he doesn't find a way to calm them down, I'll try again and again until they do. I don't want them to be bothered by this. If I have to hurt myself for him, I'll do it.
Wow! They were both saying that in the original. Well...
Ben hesitates a bit. He looks at me for a second. I know who he's going to help.
Yuri. You're really talented.
Deep down, I was hoping him to come and ask me for some help.
I don't think that's what Sayori would necessarily want. I don't think she wants him to be dependable on her. The reason why he brings points for her to call out "Help me, Sayori" is probably more likely because he says, "Look at how uncomfortable Sayori is because you're fighting." Not because he's asking her for help, because he doesn't really express that to her.
I thought he was going to side with Natsuki, though.
Well... But Natsuki has a point. I think that...
So he did choose to defend Natsuki. It sounds like he doesn't have any valid reason to do so. Does he really appreciate her that much? I shouldn't bother with the plane. With the pain, he made his own choice. It feels like my heart has been set on fire.
I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. And lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Not such a smug look on her face. I could feel the hatred Natsuki and Yuri feel. Why would anyone ever find like that? On top of that, that made things worse. He's trying to act responsible, but he's just siding with Natsuki in the end.
Yeah, I did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not...
Please do something, Ben. Please end this.
Natsuki. I think that's enough.
I feel a little bit of relief. Huh? Huh? Me?
But she was so mean to me! Why is it her aggressive expression again? I don't understand why they're sometimes aggressive. In that moment, Natsuki looked completely sad.
She's trying to keep the conflict going.
She probably isn't. Given the fact that she looks sad normally, she's probably just still sad about what Yuri said.
Does she find it funny? She doesn't know how much it can hurt to act this way.
It's not Natsuki! Now they're making Natsuki look worse than necessary.
And I understand she may not have an easy life, but that doesn't give her the right to scar people with words.
That's not what she's trying to do. Now they're making Natsuki and MC look worse. Well, the MC sometimes is bad. But Natsuki looks now worse than she needs to be because that was not the purpose of saying that. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today, and small criticism can lead to something pretty heated.
His words make me feel weird. What she said was so beautiful. He glances near his shoulder. I feel my heart throb. Without even noticing, I nod at him.
Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki.
If he knows how to be so nice to someone, why doesn't he ever act this way with me?
Ugh.
I'm sure it takes a huge amount of hatred to ignore someone that much.
They are making him... Never mind, they are making the MC look worse than necessary.
He hates me so much. He's just too nice to show it openly.
Ah!
She's so embarrassed. She knows how to act cute in every situation, doesn't she? Thanks for noticing. Ben turns to Yuri. She looks so hurt. I wish I could give her a hug.
Yuri.
She doesn't dare look at him. Why do I see myself in Yuri in this exact moment? Ben looks a bit saddened.
Oh god, the change in music is having a few problems.
He smiles at her. I admire him so much. He's trying hard to cheer everyone up. And I'm just here, looking at everything like nothing's my fault.
I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you do not feel threatened either. If you say so.
Yuri looks so hurt. My heart aches.
Hey! It's not going to apologize for me, Ben! Sheesh.
She looks like she's struggling to find her words.
The thing about...
She inhales and looks around the room. She doesn't want to look Yuri in the eye. It feels a bit better to see the tensions are kind of gone. Everything feels a bit more peaceful. I was so scared that the club wouldn't come back.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Is it that hard to apologize? I can't really know. I can't judge other people's emotions. I look away. Natsuki nails once again.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
I look at them again. Seeing Yuri's sad face, I just want to do something. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori?
What did I just say? I'm dumb. I'm really dumb. That didn't help. That was just stupid. I hate myself. I hate the things I say.
I'll go make some tea.
looks at me coldly. I want to apologize. I'm not sure I'll accept. After all, I just ruined his efforts to cheer him up. I was just trying to help. He gives me a half-hearted smile. He looks so disappointed.
I'm sure she appreciated Sayori.
He pats my shoulder. Suddenly, everything feels so much better. I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling, but it's so strange. Suddenly, Monica starts speaking. I'd completely forgotten about her for a minute. Did you just watch us? She did try helping, though.
Well, now that we're past that... Everyone read each other's poems, right?
I look at my bag. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. I'll probably just burn it.
A poem about the MC and she'll burn it? I don't think that. I hope that it was well for everyone. Especially you, Ben. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to.
I disagree with Monica. Maybe this is the reason why I love this place. Because there were no obligations.
Well, it's the club.
But writing a poem every day will just remind me how talentless I am.
Sayori probably liked writing poems every day because it means she got to express it. It means she got to see everyone express themselves. It would be nice if the mod would touch upon that a bit more. I mean, maybe it will. I don't remember any part Yuri really played. I think there was a scene with her in Nightmare.
And it'll hurt more.
So am I joining the club that's responsible for ruining the atmosphere?
What's my fault?
No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we're all relaxed for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe we can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
No, that's not what the club was about in the first place. Shouldn't be talking like that to Monica, but... I disagree, Monica!
Huh?
About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun! I sound so cliche, but I tried saying what I feel. I just came out with my usual cute attitude. It's just like a disease. I can't fight it.
I don't think she would want to fight it since it'll cheer people up. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori.
She didn't mean it. I just sounded dumb. She just didn't want to hurt me, acting like a kid. Once it's at a table, Ben starts reading the book Yuri gave him.
I don't think he did that outside of the Yuri route. Especially since, like, if he breaks off, like, if he doesn't go, if you go Natsuki the first day, you can still go Yuri the second day. And it doesn't seem like he read any of the book.
I don't want to read for rides. I just want to breathe some fresh air. I'll go out for a bit. Everybody knows. I don't know if they heard what I said clearly, but I go out anyway. I inhale and I close my eyes. Fresh air. I feel a little bit better. Natsuki and Yuri apologized.
It's a nice rooftop playground, and I like this new tune. I like it.
Ben talked to me and smiled to me. I really hope he's starting to hate me a little bit less. I walked towards the bottom of the roof. If only I could fly. There's so many people down there. I wonder, how many of them feel the same way as me? How many of them would hate me? How many of them... Oh, Monica!
I saw her sneaking out the classroom, so I want to come with you. Are you feeling alright? It's quite uncommon for you to go on the roof.
Yep, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired, so I thought I'd enjoy a little bit of fresh air.
Oh, don't you get enough sleep?
Of course I do. I just haven't eaten much today. Why is she asking me these questions?
You know, you really brought us a valuable member. He meant to cheer everyone up. Isn't he amazing?
Ben he's an amazing person indeed. So they all enjoy his company. And he enjoys their company. I wish I could fly away.
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
Something about flying away, right?
How did she... Did I say it out loud accidentally? Oh, sorry. I was dreaming.
Alright then, it's almost time to leave. I'll let you breathe a bit, but don't return too late.
I won't, don't worry. I won't want to miss anything. I feel uneasy. Does Monica know something about me? She does. Will she talk about it with Ben? No, of course she won't. I sigh. Back to business. Enter the room. Everyone is peacefully reading. I don't think they noticed me. Monica, however, gets up as soon as she sees me.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
Looks at me intensely. I'll just lie again. It was a lot of fun!
I feel like that wasn't a lie from Sayori, given the fact that the others got to express themselves. Wait.
Monica knows into Sayori.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Ben, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't as good as he says it was.
It probably was for him.
He can't just tell us it wasn't enjoyable.
Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. That also was weird.
No, I don't want to go through this again.
I feel like the mod maker made Sayori too pessimistic and not notice that she in fact enjoyed seeing the others. The others were having fun sharing poems. And Sayori probably did already have a bit of liking in writing. I feel like they're making it a bit too intense already, right at the beginning. I already said it multiple times, but it's just very noticeable. And maybe learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
Ben doesn't seem so sure. We'll actually try making full sentences this time. His poem was inspiring though. Maybe we could try making something better too. I'll probably end up hating myself more. But I'll try. Since Ben is just standing there, I decide to try my luck. Ben! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
He accepted. And he's still smiling? I look behind me to check if he's smiling at someone else. But he isn't. When did he start enjoying our time together? Without noticing, I beam at him. My heart feels so warm. Yet I'm so scared that he's just faking it all. Did Monica tell him something about me? Did she ask him to be nice to me with me? I don't care. Just giggle and follow him outside.